of the Earth, Part 2. What does the fossil record reveal about the sixth day? Alright, so we're at Petrified Sea Gardens. It's closed.
And this is crazy. We're at Petrified Sea Gardens. It's closed right now. I'm not supposed to be here. But we're here. We gotta check it out. See what it's like right now.
Petrified Sea Gardens. And there's actually like two little here's a petrified rock here. This is a fossilized coral reef, and this area is covered with these fossilized coral reefs. Here's the swing set. I remember swinging on this swing set. Remember? While we were waiting.
Oh yeah, I remember swinging on this swing set. I'm listening to Metallica. Nothing Else Matters.
Oh wow.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Get to the gate. Where's the gate? Yeah.
Here's a map of the Petrified Sea Gardens. I wish I had it when we went, so I could find my way to the Petrified Reef. But we were able to find some stromatolite fossils later on.
We completed our mission. Okay. And we committed trespassing. Okay. It was for a good cause. Alright. On the road. We did it. What's that?
Some litter along the way.
Oh yeah, a good deed. Mission accomplished. Yeah.
During the sixth day, mammals take center stage, which began 65 million years ago. But where did mammals evolve from? To answer this question, we need to go back 265 million years ago. So these are stromatolite fossils. Just about the time of the first fish. During the Cambrian era, which was the beginning of the fifth day, if you correlate it with the Bible. So here you got the Permian, mammal-like reptiles appear.
Oh, yeah.
So that was the beginning of mammals. Mammal-like reptiles. So that's where we evolved from, which was the Permian era, and then there was a great extinction between the Permian and the Triassic, which began the age of dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And then there we have way up here, the Ice Age began about 2 million years ago.
Oldest humans.
Yeah, and the oldest humans appear. 265 million years ago lived what scientists call synapsids. The most famous synapsid was Dimetrodon, one of my favorite dinosaurs as a kid, or non-dinosaurs. It crawled around like a crocodile and had a big sail on its back. These mammal-like reptiles had a robust skull with only one hole behind the eye socket, as opposed to two, compared to dinosaurs and lizards. They also had canine-like teeth, but other than that, they really weren't that mammal-like. But here is where the evolution of mammals began. It took millions of years for synapsids to evolve fur and live birth and other mammal-like characteristics.
Ago, a synapsid named Dimetrodon, a sight to know, a proto-mammal, a reptile's kin, whose lineage grew where hope begins. Did a divine hand shape our line from these creatures so ancient, so fine? Through eons of struggle and fight, we climb from the darkness to light. The world was wild, untamed and fierce. In jaws of giants, dreams would pierce. But from the shadows, life would spark to blaze a trail, defy the dark. Did a divine hand shape our line from these creatures so ancient, so fine? Through eons of struggle and fight, we climb from the darkness to light.
Yeah, it's pretty cold here. I'm up in the Northeast Kingdom. We're gonna check out the Fairbanks Museum here in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. Here we go. Gotta go this way. Fairbanks Museum. We're gonna see if we can find the Tree of Life here.
The world was wild, untamed and fierce. In jaws of giants, dreams would pierce. But from the shadows, life would spark to blaze a trail, defy the dark. Did a divine hand shape our line from these creatures so ancient, so fine? Through eons of struggle and fight, we climb from the darkness to light. In bones of stone, the stories told of a life reborn from ancient mold. A dance of genes, a twist of fate that brought us here to contemplate.
In Genesis chapter 1, verses 24 through 31, we read about the sixth day. I'll just read a couple of those verses and summarize. Verse 24, And God said, Let the earth bring forth a living creature after his kind. Verse 26, And God said, Let us make man in our own image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. And verse 31, God saw everything that he hath made, and behold, it was very good. And evening and the morning were the sixth day. So we can conclude that the sixth day started 66 million years ago, when an asteroid hit the Earth and allowed mammals to take center stage, and ended after man had evolved, which was roughly around 3 million years ago.
I'm building a map of the Tree of Life. Here we have dinosaurs on the left, and birds on the left, and mammals on the right. Evolution led man to the Tree of Knowledge. When man partook of the fruit of the Tree of Knowledge, they are separated from the spiritual roots of the Tree of Life. But all other animals, they have not partaken of the fruit of the Tree of Knowledge, therefore they are still connected to the spiritual roots of the Tree of Life. The same thing goes for little children under the age of 8. They are still connected to the spiritual roots of the Tree of Life. As we get older, we grow further and further away from the spiritual roots of the Tree of Life because we become accountable for our actions. That is the reason for the Savior, Jesus Christ.
So this is the Hal Library. It's got some really neat architecture inside. So this book is The Rise and Fall of the Dinosaurs by Steve Brusatte. He's a paleontologist. He also has a book called The Rise and Reign of Mammals. I haven't read that book yet, but I'm going to be. This book goes over a lot of the scientific evidence of the evolution and the evolution of dinosaurs and how we know what we know about the asteroid that hit the Earth 66 million years ago and basically wiped out all the non-avian dinosaurs. And he talks about that in this chapter here. And he shows the evidence of the asteroid that hit the Earth 66 million years ago in the Yucatan Peninsula. He also explains how mammals evolved under the fleet of the dinosaurs. During that time, the mammals were pretty small. They were mouse-sized or badger-sized. The first thing we have to realize is that although some species did survive the immediate hellfire of the impact and the longer-term climate upheaval, most did not. It's estimated that some 70% of species went extinct. So this is interesting. He then wrote, there are some things, however, that do seem to distinguish the victims from the survivors. The mammals that lived on were generally smaller than the ones that perished. He continues, it seems that being able to scurry around, hide in burrows, and eat a whole variety of different foods was advantageous during the madness of the post-impact world. Alright, and one other interesting thing, this is pretty interesting, he says, after all, so much about evolution, about life, comes down to fate.
The world was wild, untamed and fierce. In jaws of giants, dreams would pierce. But from the shadows, life would spark to blaze a trail, to find the dark, to bring us to light. In bones of stone, the stories told of life reborn from ancient mold. A dance of genes, a twist of fate that brought us here to contemplate.
The Tree of Life.
To contemplate. In bones of stone, the stories told of life reborn from ancient mold. A dance of genes, a twist of fate that brought us here to contemplate.